And here we are again. Why do I do this to myself? Why? Why, man? Warrior P. Warpath P, man. Why do I do this to myself? 3 videos a day? Really? Isn't there a better way? Why not only do 1? Why not only do 2? 3? Because I'm that type of man. Alright? It's just how it is. It's just how it is. I said I was gonna do it. I have to do it. I'm a sayer. I can't not do it. Double negative, but I don't care. But yeah. Coming at y'all again. This is a very interesting one. I found, you know me, I always try to look for the controversial content. Look for something that stir the pot. And for a brief period of time, as I remember, nothing stirred the pot more than this bitch right here. I'm sorry, bitches are rude. I'm sorry. This charlatan, this harlot, and her old dude Destiny, little soy boy, the blue hair and whatnot. Man, I tell you, the stuff I'm talking about, the scandals with this woman were phenomenal, especially when Destiny broke up with her. I remember seeing this podcast with him explaining what happened, and basically it was like she was fucking this dude who was like a real femboy. I'm talking about like takes a bath in baby lotion, not oil, lotion. Like I saw the picture of him skinny, just a weird dude. But yeah, there was a lot of controversy with this woman talking about, you know, she could sleep with a bunch of men and be married and whatnot. But yeah, it's crazy. But let's get to the video. The title of it is "Defending Men Who Don't Want Promiscuous Women," and we're gonna get it. Let's see.
Do you understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though? Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. It's like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not gonna be good, and she's gonna have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, man.
That's so boring. Isn't that
it's
boring?
It's not boring. I'm sorry. Again, 20 seconds in, already had to say something. I know. Fuck it. Whatever. Click off. What are we talking about here? Yes. Yes, we do. Fuck are we talking about? It's so boring. Bitch, I don't care. I don't give a damn. Like, why does that, like, why do y'all think that, like, why do you think we, why is sex, that's what I'm saying, today's age, sex is such a big thing now to the point where this makes sense to a lot of people. Oh, well, dude, what if she's inexperienced? It's insecurity. Bitch, what do you mean insecurity? Half y'all bitches can't fuck no way. Well, most of y'all. Even y'all can run through 1,000 men at once. Okay, you can ride it a little bit. Yeah, so what would I rather choose? A bitch with 20 for one night stand, or a girl with 0 or 1? 0 or 1 all day, every day. Who gives a fuck? I'm a nut anyway. Seriously, we're gonna finish. Men finish regardless. That's something women don't understand. Women, we're gonna finish regardless. If a dude can't finish with you, you're just trash, 100% completely. And if he can finish, congratulations, you have average vagina. That's all you got. Like, that's like, seriously, like, don't stop putting value on y'all. Y'all really need to stop putting value on y'all vaginas. Like, women need to stop doing that, and stop aggrandizing the whole "I'm good at sex" thing. It's fucking played out. Dudes do it too. Like, I don't understand it.
That's so
unnecessary.
That's so like it just sounds transactional to me. It just sounds so boring. I don't know.
That's very strange to me. It sounds transactional for a virgin.
I like you because you haven't been with anyone. It's like you haven't been with anyone. That's why I like you. I think that's crazy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
I don't think so.
Well, you can understand, first of all, if they're religious, that comes from a different place, right? So
yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. So guys that are alpha guys that are, want to be, head of households and consider themselves leaders and want to, provide for their women, and they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience, because they feel like, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a porno. That's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. Yeah. She's present. She's loyal. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal. So that's where they're coming from. It's not appealing. Right. The sexual promiscuity actually is a turnoff, because then that means if she's doing all this stuff, she got a lot of practice with all these other guys. That's not special to me anymore. That's somebody who's more likely to cheat or stray. Are we talking about
sex or dating?
Sex.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking about sex.
Yeah, right. 100% right. Same example. Dudes, you can say in the comment section, you cannot just put it in your thought, just put it in your head. This is a question. If you were to have that one love that you love with all your heart, right? You had it before, any of this other stuff. She had like maybe 1 or 2 bodies, maybe. She wasn't really that good at sex, but you really loved it with all your heart. If you broke up with her, and then later in life, maybe like 3-4 years later, you guys hit up each other, and then y'all do it, and she's like, wow, all these other tricks, all these other flips. Afterward, I'm not gonna lie, me personally, I would look at her like, wow, this is what you've been doing? Interesting. Wow. She's not wrong. It is a turn off for me. Me personally, I find it very. I don't like a girl who talks so much about sex, just outwardly. This is not necessary to me. If it's between me and her, if it's an exchange, between me and her, she only wants to do it with me, that's fine. But I be hearing girls talking about fucking dudes, fucking niggas, having 1 or 2 dudes, having all this other stuff. I'm sorry, the N-word is just unnecessary. Have 1 or 2 dudes, 1 or 2 men, just all this stuff on the side. And I'm just like, do y'all not understand how disgusting you sound? You don't sound impressive. You just sound horrible. And y'all be talking about, oh, well, what if she don't know what she doing? This and that. Again, I'm going to speak for all dudes that have sane of mind. We really don't give a fuck. We don't care. So get that out your minds clear. We're not y'all. Y'all like it if a dude has experience. We don't. It's fucking weird. That's why whenever I go it's like when I go to a club or something like that, I'll see a girl twerking, right? She's twerking. All the dudes trying to get behind it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. I even put if my boy wants it, I'll put him in front of it. And then they're asking me, why don't you want to get behind her? Why don't you get behind her? You don't like girls? I said, no, I like girls. It's just, there's nothing special about that. She's literally just twerking just to twerk. She's shaking her ass in front of everybody. Why the fuck would I want to get behind that? And literally, what am I showcasing? That I'm just one of the thousands of dudes that she maybe would have let her get behind it? It's not attractive to me. Dudes, we're possessive. Men are territorial by nature. We're possessive. If we have what we want what we want, and when we get it, it's ours. So no, we don't like it. She's 100% right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna assume that they're probably dating. If she's gone to that step, they're probably dating, right?
Probably. I mean, you never. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me.
You don't see that at body count.
No, because if she's picked to be with you after all these guys, isn't that special because she picked you instead of all these other guys? That's how I view it. It's like she picked that person. She went through 100 and didn't like any of them as much as she likes the last one, and then she has all these experiences and is probably really great in bed.
Well, they'll say no because there was something wrong with her judgment that she allowed herself to be that open and that intimate with so many guys. She couldn't have been in love with 100. If you're using 100 is a big number, right?
100%.
Yeah, let's say 10 people. Yeah. That more normal, maybe.
I think the challenge is, and the conversation always goes when I have this conversation with Destiny too, virgin or somebody who slept with 100 people. Those are 2 extreme cases, right? Do I think that most guys would take a virgin gladly over somebody who had slept with 100 people? 100%. 100%. But do I think, they're going to be opposed to a woman who's slept with a few guys that she had relationships with, where she did pair sex with emotion, where she was having something real. No, I think that's totally okay. I think the challenge is that they worry that if you're able to disconnect sex from emotion, you're more likely to then cheat in a relationship. You're more likely the second you hit a roadblock to be somebody who can go cheat, because you're wired that way. You're capable of just sex is sex. If you're a virgin or somebody who's had sex with two guys and both of them you've been madly in love with, you don't even know a world outside of sex paired with love. There's a lot of safety and security that a man gets from that. Can you understand
I feel like
that?
I would be a lot more scared if I had a girlfriend that was a virgin and no experience. Like, let's say she goes to work and then she meets someone else and they have like a really good chemistry and a lot of sexual tension. I feel like just because she doesn't know what that is on the other side, she would be more interested in doing it than if she is aware of her feelings, she's aware of what she can do and what she wants because she has a lot of experience. I feel like if she picks me, it makes a lot more sense because she knows so much better about herself because she gained so much experience and learned about herself.
Why do you need to gain so much experience by having multiple dicks in you? I'm sorry, I'm past pleasantries. Like, what are we like? What the fuck are you talking about here? Seriously? Like that? Like that's your? Those are how you collect your experience points? You got quality. Like, are we just about quantity, not quality here? You can gain experience by having one person. You could be with one person for a long period of time. You guys can experiment. You guys can do stuff. Not overly freaky deaky, but y'all can, do moves, try stuff. See what you don't like, see what you do like. You can try that with that one person that you're with, and then God forbid y'all don't work out, you can go to someone else. Maybe you have more experience, but at least you can say that you did it with this one person. You only have one body. And she's talking about what? They would have more sexual chemistry and she wouldn't know what to do. Ma'am, stop. Like, she's, like, really? Like, I've never heard of that ever. I've never heard of a girl just having, like, 1 or 2 body counts and she's with this one dude. And then all of a sudden when she's going to work or whatever, she has sexual tension with this other dude. And she doesn't know how she feels, and then she tries to get with him because of sexual tension. No, I hear that. I see that with hoes. You see that with hoes all day, every day. Bitches that get ran through. Bitches that literally just think of sex only as, like she said, a transactional relationship. They think of that. Girls who are promiscuous think about sex in a far more transactional way than girls who don't. Girls who aren't promiscuous. 100%. Because at that point, they're just trying to get a nut. They're just trying to feel They're just trying to feel something, and you can make that happen. You're just a tool. So I don't know what she's talking about.
If that girl gets to 21, 22, 23, particularly now, given like what the college experience looks like, and she's still a virgin, that is a girl who you're going to feel really comfortable going to work. And if she does have a dynamic with somebody that maybe there's some chemistry, she's gonna guard her body so heavily and treat that so well, because that's how it works, right? It would be like a huge contrast between, imagine a woman who went through college, went through the hookups culture scene, was out with her friends who were doing that, and didn't do it because she couldn't physically, like, that just wasn't something she could do. She didn't feel like casual sex was in her DNA.
I think, like, if you're, let's say you're dating someone from high school and then you're getting married to that person, and this high school kid that, let's say that he grew up and he has been really, what do you call it, like, his parents were just like serving everything for him. He doesn't know how to cook, he doesn't know how to clean his room, he doesn't know how to even get a job or anything like that. Yep. And then this girl is like doing pretty fine for herself, but that's like the only thing she knows, and she has this sort of idea that she wants to have this guy and she wants to have sex after marriage. And then after they get married and she has sex with him, she meets a guy at work that has this energy of being in control and taking care of the house and cleaning and can do all these amazing things. Why wouldn't she be interested just in the personality of this one guy that seems to have the shit together compared to... Yeah,
she would.
That's what I'm saying. But then she's already picked someone from high school, let's say, right? That because she didn't know what she wanted. She didn't want to marry a kid.
Right. Well, that's fine, but that's not on par with a justification.
Yeah, but
for
I don't.
Sleeping
Yeah,
around.
right.
You don't have to sleep with 100
it's not
guys to figure out
No, you don't have to do that. But I think having some sort of experience is good. That's pretty much my point. Instead of just having no experience. I don't think with no experience you know what you want. I think people tell you what you want.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think what she said when she said she's conflating issues. This like girls like I said, verbal warfare. Girls like this. She created a situation that was so negative that she created a situation to fit her paradigm of how she wants to view things. She's saying that if a girl who wanted to marry a dude, one married person only wanted to be with that one dude, chose a dude that couldn't provide for himself, couldn't do what he was supposed to do, and then all of a sudden she meets a dude that's doing what she's supposed to do, and they have sexual tension. But she's already with that one dude. If she can't detach from him, that's a problem. No, that's not how that works. You see, there's such thing as wisdom. Wisdom is people who learn from others' mistakes. That's wisdom. People who know the criteria. People who know what's supposed to happen, of how people are supposed to act, of how people are supposed to behave. It's called etiquette, man. It's a whole different thing. And I'll flip it. Let's even say this. Let's switch it on you. The woman that had the only one with that one person, met the dude that had his shit together, who checked all the fucking boxes. They marry. He likes her, and I guarantee he's gonna want her because she only has 1 or 0 bodies, and she's gonna want him because he's on the shit. They get married. Boom. You have a damn near perfect union. That fits more in the paradigm than her having all this fucking experience. You don't need all of that. What experience are you gonna have? Seriously, this is something only normal people have. Average ass people. This is an average ass mentality. You don't need to keep running through people just to gain some damn experience points. Stay in your location. I know this is free roam, but damn. What the fuck are we doing?
No experience is not promiscuity, right? So that we have two ends of the spectrum now. We have like no experience where you're a virgin, you enter your first relationship, that's the only man that you know. That can come with its own sets of challenges. And then you have someone who's sleeping around for hobby, and by the time they hit 25, they've been with a ton of guys that they don't even care about, some of whom they don't even know their last name. So
that could be the case.
Right. But and all I'm saying is guys, the vast majority of men may not say a virgin is their first choice. Maybe they'll say, you know what, I like a woman who maybe she's had a couple of relationships that she's really been invested in. It shows some relationship history. It shows she knows a little bit something about relationship. Maybe they'll say that, but they're definitely going to pass on this girl over here that's been with everybody under the sun. And they'll take that virgin over this girl over here any day of the week because
every day
know that girl is extremely selective. Probably comes from the kind of family that taught her to have self-respect in her body. Probably is going to be very unlikely to stray in the same way. And I know you see it differently, but if you're able to have sex loosely, if you're able on any level to do that, you're much more of a threat to a man than someone who's unable to do. Like I was not able, and I always thought it was like I'm flawed by design. There's something wrong with me. When I was growing up, I actually felt like I can't do that. Like it would be uncomfortable for me to even truly like make out with somebody that I didn't have like a feeling for.
Don't get it, auntie.
That made a lot of guys feel really safe because they knew if they sent me out and I was hanging out with my girl, like I was not going to stray. It wasn't in my wiring.
Do you think that there's any other chance for someone to trust you without looking at your past like that? Do you think that there's anything you could say or show like presently?
Well, I think people do change, right? And I think, like I always say, there are people who change for the better, right? They have a past. There's women who were promiscuous and had an OnlyFans and did whatever, and then they hit 30 and they're like, that's not me anymore. Like, I don't want that. Do I think those people can change for the better? 100%. Do I think it's still really hard for guys to process their past and come to terms with it? I do. So it's like, yeah, they can change, and maybe that woman would ultimately be an amazing wife, an amazing mom. But there's a lot of guys that won't be able to get past that promiscuity, and they'll be thinking in their head, is this a liability for me? Is her ability to be promiscuous going to bite me in the behind in a couple of years? So I think that's just how they feel. Whether it's right or wrong, that's how they feel, a lot of them. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.
Hi, Auntie. I see you. Making very, very valid points. 100%. We're going to choose that every time. Now, as far as experience goes, I do get what she's saying. In terms of, you know, if a girl were to say, hey, you know, if a girl went into a relationship with a dude and she didn't know how to act at all, like, you know, when it comes to social paradigms, how to talk, you know, how comfortable you're supposed to be around somebody that you're with, your significant other or whatever, I guess, but even then, that's something that you can learn with your partner. All you need to do is just be willing to learn. And have that level of urgency to just say, you know what? Okay, I want to learn everything. Okay, tell me about what you want. Tell me how we can do this. I want it all. I want to get it all out the way. That's how you do things. But just like experience, like being like quantity is not quality here, ladies. It's not. Dudes is the same way. Like any dude, any dude that says that he wants a woman to have all this experience, fucking soy boys. Like seriously. Like why do you need that? Like why do you need that much? Why do you need that? You wouldn't choose a girl that didn't have anything? Stop it, please. Get out of my face. Now, as far as the having a promiscuous past, if a girl were to say, hey, you know what? I was promiscuous in my past. I'm not like that anymore. If she were to be upfront about it, that might be something different, actually. Yeah, that might be something different. To humble yourself enough to just walk up to a man, to get to know a man. You like him, he likes you. You lay all the cards on the table. You make it his choice. You know what? You say this. This is a script for y'all. You say this, baby. I'm sorry. He'd be like, "Why are you sorry for?" I'm sorry that I didn't tell you this before. Show him all your problems. Tell him exactly what it is. But you know what? I get it. I get how I was back then. I didn't like who I was. I don't like it now. I'm different. I want to be with you. I want to do everything under the sun for you. And I just want to be with you and all this other stuff. If you said that to a man, I think he would be more inclined to do it. And you showed off rip. He's getting something more than any other dude had. If you did that, fuck yeah, nobody would he wouldn't care. I'm telling you. Seriously. Women, y'all think y'all are romantics. Men are far superior to y'all when it comes to being romantic. I'm serious. We are very simple creatures. Just make it his choice. That's all we really want out of y'all. Make it our choice. To deal with the bad and the good. That way literally, if anything goes wrong, we could say, you know what, 100% accountability, I chose her. It was on me. But I can't say she wasn't honest. Just food for thought. But yeah. Another video, as always. Thank y'all for watching it as long as y'all did. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to give me some controversial content. Give me some names. Give me some people that you think will rattle the cages of anybody on this platform, anybody on the YouTube platform, anything. Shit, let's get it. I got one more video. We're going to get it always. You know, I feel like people get confused every time when I post my videos, too. Because I keep saying, like, I have 2 more to go, I have 3 more to go. But that's the purpose of it. You can look at the timestamp. You're like, okay, shit. What's the second one? First one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way up on it. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? But yeah. But anyway, that concludes the video. Until the next time, peace. We are